35 years ago, a blue hedgehog came into the ring to challenge the Italian plumber. And now 35 years later, here we are. All the Sonic plushies, well most of them that we own, emptied out the Sonic bucket that they were all in. So, well, I mean, like, some of them were inside of our rooms as decoration, but I mean, like, aside from that, yeah, this is most of them. So, why don't we start off with, we have, classic Sonic over here, the Sonic that we usually would use in plush videos. Opened up his thumb and took it out of there because it was, like, stuck in his hand. Either that or he was pointing, I don't remember. But, yeah, and then his arm is just permanently stuck like this because he's supposed to do, like, this kind of pose. Let me see, oh, what was the people that made this again? I'm pretty sure it was Tommy, right? Where was it? I know it was here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Tommy. So there's a Tommy Sonic plush. And then over here you got Jack Pacific Classic Super Sonic, which we use inside the third TMV movie. And then you have the Werehog over here. The GE Werehog plush. Got him. Even got his cleats going on over here. Don't know what happened to his socks. That's coming loose on there, but that's how it is. And luckily, we have about as many plushies of his best friend Tails as there is of Sonic himself. So right over here we have this big old chunky squishmallow Tails. Right over here, I don't know what kind of Tails this is. We got him inside of a carnival that I remember. I just remember. Yeah. And then this is the Tails I bought that was for the Sonic 3 movie, not the Sonic 2 movie. And you can tell because of the way his shoes look, and he's got that much more cheaper. It looks a lot more cheaper than this one. But I still think he looks cute. I still think he looks good. Definitely looks a lot more better than what Jax does with their plushies. No offense to any Jax Pacific Sonic plush fans out there. Anyways, and then we have one of the best Sonic characters, Amy Rose, in my opinion. We have modern Amy Rose, GE edition. We have her looking all nice with her dress and her iconic shoes. And got like the I forgot what the kind of style it is for that they do with the mouse, but you have that here as well as with the eyes. And then you have classic Amy over here, done by Jax Pacific. Probably the better of their plushies, because the back isn't as distracting to see as how it is, because the way they did it here. And yet for some reason they couldn't do that with Sonic, which is weird, or Shadow. But whatever. And then we have the porcupine with the buff chest, Knuckles. We cut open and hit in one of his hands so that way he can grab stuff. But yeah, he's got his Knuckles. He looks so worn out. We've had some of these plushies for a long while. Like, you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but Tails looks a little bit it looks more worn. This Tails looks a lot more worn out because we've had this guy and this guy and this guy. Probably for the most longest out of like all these other plushies, except for some that we're gonna come up to in a bit. But yeah, just like Tails, just like this Tails specifically, we got this Knuckles from Carnival. That I can guarantee you for sure. But luckily everything else is fine. I mean, like he has been broken a bit. Like, look at that, the stuffing coming out out of one of his dreadlocks. But yeah, aside from that, he's been perfectly fine. Oh yeah, and also his tail is out of stuffing, but still. Then we got the Squishmallow Knuckles that has skateboard and shades. My sister got it for me just from one day out from shopping. So thank you, Bella, for that. And then we have I got from GameStop this Chow plushie. You can zip from the back of its head and put some stuff inside of its brain. Have a little keychain to take it wherever, or make it look like that's flying. It looks all nice. It's very cute too. Love him. And then we have another of the plushies that we've had for quite a long while, Shadow. And this time you can really tell because he's got a stain on his eye and his chest looks so beat. Like, it looks all wrinkly. Not to mention how a lot more darker his air shoes look. But yeah, it's still a great plushie though. Managed to do great for us for all the years we've used it. And then we got one of the more recent additions, his super form, Super Shadow, which you can tell the comparison about which one looks better than the other. Like, look, you can see through the air shoes on Super Shadow, and then the air shoes on normal Shadow. Yeah, the difference is like, day and dawn. Something like that. And then, we get to the bad guys, and then another one of the ones that we've had for a very long time, Eggman, or as most people like to, or as like some people like to call him, like myself, Dr. Robotnik. His mustache came off a bit. We sometimes try to put it back together, but sometimes it doesn't. One of the pieces of his goggles came off, but aside from that, he manages to stay perfectly fine. And I like the plushie like this, because it makes it, despite the fact that he's so evil and intimidating, he's like the same size as Sonic, which is really funny. And then we have Metal Sonic. Got him with all of his robot parts. He looks a little bit clunky, but I guess that kind of adds to his robotic nature. I guess like the back doesn't do these parts as well as how it does up here, but aside from that, pretty good plushie. Probably got some great ideas with this one. And last but not least, we have, in my opinion, the best Sonic villain, at least my personal favorite, Chaos, more specifically his base version. You guys brain exposed here. You got pretty much how he looked when you first fight him inside of the first Sonic Adventure. Looked pretty cool. Oh man, his back is torn up. I didn't even notice that until just right now. Really caught me in this video finding that out. But yeah, that's all the Sonic plushies we have, at least as of right now. I am hoping to get some other Sonic plushies, like the new Bean plush, Tikal, Gamma especially. I love that guy. I think those are the only ones that I would probably want to grab. But I'm like, aside from those, yeah, this is the Sonic plush collection that we have, and it's probably gonna be like this for a while. Well, I mean, like, there's also like a Sonic Underground plush that I would like to get, and then some of the plushies that they made of the non-canon characters like Chris Thorndike and then Bokoon and stuff like that. And my dad actually has a Build-A-Bear Sonic plushie, and recently I got him a Knuckles Popsicle plushie. So I guess those two, you can just imagine they're like right here inside the collection as well. So that'll make 4 Sonics and then 3 Knuckles. So I guess there's at least 1 Sonic more than Tails, but he's still pretty close to the amount that Sonic has. But yeah, that's the Sonic plush collection. Happy 35th anniversary, Sonic, and I guess you too, Robotnik. And yeah, we'll don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe we'll do another one. See ya.